ever like really thought about what goes into making a really good bourbon? And I don't just mean like the distilling and all that. I mean that actual flavor, you know? Like when you take a sip and it's just perfect.
Yeah, it's an art, for sure. You can't just throw a bunch of ingredients together and hope for the best. There's a liquor blender behind every bottle of your favorite spirits, making sure it tastes just right.
And that's what we're diving into today. We're lucky enough to have RoleCatcher's career guide, so we're going to break down what it really takes to be a liquor blender.
It's a pretty cool job, actually. Way more to it than you might think.
Okay, so what does a liquor blender actually do? Is it as simple as mixing stuff together?
Oh, no, it is not. Think of it this way. The distillation makes the spirit, right?
Yeah.
But the liquor blender, they're the ones who make it amazing. They make sure every bottle, whether it's Jameson or Grey Goose or whatever, tastes exactly the way it should. Every single time.
Wow, that is a lot of pressure. How do they even do that?
Well, RoleCatcher breaks it down into all these tasks. It's a lot of science, but also a lot of skill. Like, they have to re-gauge the alcohol content that's actually a real thing. It means they make sure it's consistent across different batches.
Who knew?
Right. And then they filter out all the impurities, rectify the spirit, basically. They're like master purifiers. And then they get to the blending. That's where the real magic happens, I guess. They use their nose, their sense of taste to blend different batches together until it's absolutely perfect.
So it's like being a chemist, but also like a super taster. That's wild. So what's the work environment like? Is it all sterile labs and stuff?
RoleCatcher makes it sound pretty cool. It's a production facility, so think big tanks, filtration systems, that sort of thing. Probably pretty noisy, maybe some interesting smells. Definitely not your typical office job.
Sounds pretty cool to me. But okay, let's be real. What are the pros and cons really like? Long hours, good pay, maybe you get free drinks.
Well, I can't promise the free drinks, but RoleCatcher does say there's potential to make some serious bank. Yeah. Especially as you get more experience.
Oh, tell me more.
We're talking, like, really good money, especially at those big-name distilleries, or if you help create some award-winning blend. They even get an example, master blenders at some of the top places. They can make 6 figures.
6 figures, huh? Okay, now that's a hook I can get behind. But I'm guessing it's not all about the money, right? What about the other good stuff?
Oh, for sure. It's about creating something special, you know? Something people really enjoy. Imagine seeing your name on a bottle, and it's, like, everywhere. Or someone tells you, hey, that blend you made, that's my go-to. Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, I can see the appeal, but it can't all be tastings and awards, right? RoleCatcher mentioned high precision a lot, and knowing me, I'd probably spill something on day one.
Yeah, there's definitely some hard work involved, long hours, especially when you're first starting out, weekends, holidays, whatever it takes to get that blend just right.
So, definitely got to be passionate about it, not just a clock in, clock out kind of thing.
That's it. And even when you're at the top, there's still pressure. You got to keep things consistent, come up with new ideas, stay ahead of the game. It's not for everyone.
Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But, okay, say someone's listening to this and they're like, sign me up. Where do they even begin?
Well, RoleCatcher lays out the whole career path, which is super helpful. They have these different stages, and get this, they even have example profiles for each stage. It's like you can see what a real person's journey might look like.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Lay it on me. What's the starting point?
So you usually start entry level, like maybe an apprentice or assistant. They have this example, Sarah. She started by helping senior blenders, cleaning equipment, you know, the not so glamorous stuff, but learning the ropes.
It's all about building that foundation, right?
Exactly. Then you move up to junior blender, more responsibility. They had this guy, James. He was operating machinery, doing quality control, even experimenting with different flavors. Still with guidance, of course, but still.
Leveling up. I like it.
Yeah. Right. And then the top of the mountain, the senior blender, the master.
I bet they have like superhuman tasting abilities by that point.
Well, their example was Emily, and she was creating award-winning blends, mentoring the junior blenders, working with other teens, even like traveling to different distilleries to find special casks. It's a whole thing.
Wow. Okay, so this is way more than just mixing some liquids together. It's the people, the process, the creativity, even the business side of things.
That's what's so cool about RoleCatcher's guide. They don't just give you the basics. They really get into it. You can tell they did their research.
For sure. But it doesn't stop there, right? This is where the other features come in because, okay, you're interested, you're ready to go, what's next?
Well, they have this jobs module, right? And this isn't just a generic job board. It's specifically for liquor blending jobs. You can even filter by your experience level. So if you're just starting out, boom, They're the entry-level jobs.
That is super helpful. But okay, you find the job, now you got to get it. And that means resumes, interviews, always a little stressful.
Oh, they've got you covered. They have a CV and resume builder, and it's amazing. You put in all your info, and their AI, it actually looks at it and gives you feedback. It's like having a career coach right there in your computer.
So they help you put your best foot forward. But what about the interview itself? I know those can be nerve-wracking, especially when you're passionate about a role.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But you know what? RoleCatcher, they've got this whole interview prep section, and let me tell you, it is awesome.
Okay, I'm really hoping you're about to tell me they have a teleprompter hidden in there. But seriously, what's so great about it?
It's like all these potential interview questions. They've got them all. And they're not just random questions. They're specific to liquor blending. Like stuff a hiring manager would actually ask.
Okay, now that is impressive. Do they at least give you some hints on how to answer, or is it like, figure it out yourself?
Yeah, they give you tips, like how to structure your answers, what kind of experience to highlight, that kind of thing. You know, really sell yourself as the ultimate blender expert.
This is making me want to go make a cocktail. But
Mhm.
seriously, RoleCatcher really does seem like they've thought of everything. You can explore the career, and they give you the tools to actually go for it.
Exactly. It's like they don't just leave you hanging. They want you to succeed.
Love that. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. What's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from all of this?
Honestly, it's that this career, it's more than just a job, you know? It's about passion, it's about creativity, it's about making something that people really enjoy. So yeah, if you're looking for something different, something challenging, something fun, give liquor blending a shot. Who knows, maybe you're the next big name in spirits.
I love it. Cheers to that. And thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of liquor blending. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep following your passion.